Welcome to the Pew!
Welcome to the Pew, where we celebrate the art form of making something out of nothing. And we were just discussing that it's actually an art form to take a topic.
To take nothing and turn it into something.
Yes.
That's what the Pew is all about.
Well, that's kind of what everything is about nowadays.
Right, well, it's always been what we were about.
Yes, or we've always been what that's always been about. I don't know. It's the chicken or the egg thing. And it's always been a big quandary of mine.
Well, in this case, we are taking something and turning it into something, and that something is Sophia Lamar's tweets.
We're taking something and turning it into nothing.
Our friend Sophia Lamar is hilarious on Twitter.
I mean, she's actually kind of a genius, I think.
She's a Twitter genius.
I think she's actually a genius, but
yeah.
But this is Twitter genius.
Right. I mean, before Twitter existed, she was a genius, and it just has given her this brilliant platform on which to publish her little bitchy aphorisms.
In which to publicize her bitchiness. Yes.
For example,
you know what?
I don't. One?
Yeah, but I want to preface it with the fact that I don't remember her being so bitchy before Twitter came. Maybe Twitter allowed her to come into her own.
No.
Actually, you know what? In her private these are the private conversations that she would have at a bathroom stall with you about life or somebody, but now, given to the world, tweeted to the world. Okay,
For example, number one, when I said drop dead, I included myself in because your pathetic life is a reflection of this senseless existence.
#nihilism. I think we should read them in her
in her accent.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to imitate her Cuban accent.
I'll try them. But this one I really like. Of course, wait. I don't know. I'm gonna get the accent right. Of course you are busy. No, that's like Of course you are busy. You're selling fried food at a fair. I mean,
that's more an Italian.
Yes. That's Dr. Werner, the penis expert's accent, I think.
I'm gonna try the Cuban accent now. I'm running out of options to tell some people I just don't like them.
Yeah, that's actually very good. Yeah, mine was Italian, wasn't it? Come in Italian. Okay.
Just read one in every different accent.
Yeah, this is a good example of how one of those tweets that's genius that only she understands. Now I know why some people says that ignorance is a bless.
Or here's another one. If you don't get approval from any side of the spectrum, it's because you are yourself. They don't understand independence.
Well, that one's very true. Make it go up. Make it go up.
Well, you skipped this one.
Which one?
4.
Oh, for reasons that life take you, I've been around dumb, simple-minded people lately. I think she means dumb, but I like dump better.
So it's not clear if she's just a bad typist, or if she thinks that dumb is spelled that way, or I'm just thinking that maybe.
Or if she really meant I've been around dump, because she has been around dump.
She's been around dumps,
yeah. That's the genius of these, that they have so many meanings, or are we just attributing them to them?
Now imagine what she says about us.
That's the thing, though. Well, I wonder if everybody feels this way, because I was just going to say that I don't think she talks about me. She's so...
Or is that her gift? That she makes
everybody think that she loves you. Yes, because when I'm with her, she's so sweet and seems so genuine.
But she's funny.
And I believe her. I genuinely believe I'm the only one she doesn't talk bad, and I'm the only one she should talk bad about. I mean, I've given her plenty of ammunition to talk bad about me, but I have not heard one thing that she said bad. No, not one person has ever come to me and said, Sophia has said. They've said, this person has said, and this person, but never Sophia. And Sophia talks shit about everybody. So I feel I'm in very good company, that I'm one of the very few people that she doesn't bad about. Until now, maybe, I don't know. Although, I have to say that I did ask her to be on the Pew, and her response, this was we had lunch last week at Starbucks, and as we were leaving, I said, oh, Sophia, and I knew she was expecting me to ask it, and so as she was leaving, I said, oh, Sophia, maybe you could go up Saturday to be on the Pew, and she went,
And now a word from our sponsor.
Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready? 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 Are you ready?
Welcome back to the pew.
Welcome back to the pew.
The pew, where pewers are complaining that we don't have guests anymore.
And we are responding to that complaint by having a guest tomorrow, a friend of ours, Tabitha, who's a transgendered person.
But not like the kind that ran into the NSA and got shot to death.
We hope. not that kind.
Maybe we'll ask her.
Yes. She's going to be on tomorrow.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Bitches want to know.
Wow.
Latch78 asked a question. He was reading the book Rave America, and he was wondering if we ever went to any of Brooklyn Storm raves to promote for the Limelight, and if we ever ran into Frankie Bones, and if so, what was it like? I can tell you that...
what like? What were the raves like? What was it like to run into Frankie Bones?
I don't remember ever having a conversation with Frankie Bones, but I have gone to raves where Frankie Bones was playing, and I didn't really go during the Limelight era. That's something I did more after Limelight closed, because after he went to Peru, I went on to work at the Village Voice and I wrote about nightclubs, and I went to a lot of raves and drum and bass parties in the late 90s, and so I went to those.
I went to a couple of them, and I wasn't in my full capacity enough to tell you very much about them.
So he was so high he can't remember.
No, but I remember being there, and I remember. Anyway, I remember being there, and yes, I would send kids there all the time to give out invitations for Limelight and everything.
I can say that I didn't really like going to the raves in Brooklyn because it was such a rigmarole. Like if you lived in Manhattan, it was a hassle, and then after '93, I moved to Hoboken, New Jersey, and even though it was right next to Manhattan, it was such a pain to go from Hoboken to Brooklyn that I wouldn't do it.
Well, and for us, there was that weird thing going on between Lord Michael and Frankie Bones. Lord Michael was one of the directors of our nightclubs, and he had some kind of situation happening with Frankie Bones where they didn't like each other, or he didn't like Frankie, or he didn't like him. I don't know exactly what it was. I tried not to get involved in it, but because it was kind of scary. But and then Frankie ended up getting beaten up, and they accused Lord Michael, and so we just wanted to stay away from that.
Well, I think Frankie Bones was and still is a brilliant DJ. If you loyal Pew viewers recall, I mentioned attending a Frankie Bones DJ set during the Brooklyn Electronic Music Festival back in November. And I'm flashing the URL for that set because it's on theboilroom.tv, and you can see what Frankie played, and you can also see sessions by Keoki and Love and Logic.
You know, Frankie and Keoki, I think, were on two different ends, kind of two different opposite ends of the same stick kind of thing, where they were both responsible, I think, for bringing that whole sound to New York. They were the Frankie for the Brooklyn straight kind of raver thing, and
Keoki for the
Club Kitty kind of gayer thing, and there was a merging in
convergence.
Yeah, and that was kind of exciting. I always liked when two scenes merge and they become a little bit more of each other, and then something else happens.
Well, I can tell you that night in November was awesome, and you should go check out the clips from it because you can be there.
Are you going to put a link or something?
Yeah, I'm flashing it on the screen now.
I can't see it.
All right. Well, there's a lot of things you can't see.
I'm sure there are.
And then there's a lot of things you've seen that aren't there.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye. Or maybe we won't.